Hello everyone. Thanks for coming back to Perfectly Imperfect Designs. My name is Teresa. As promised, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the Easter cross out of the two Dollar Tree candy canes using all Dollar Tree products. So to start out, I have these roses. I have these roses that I picked up during the Valentine holiday. I have two different kinds of mesh that I'm probably going to be using. Not quite sure if I'm going to use both. I know I'm going to use the purple. I've already cut some of the purple tubing to 15 inches long. I have this white tulle. If you do not have the tulle or you can't find it, you can use this camera a little bit better. If you do not have the tulle or you can't find it, you can just use a roll of white mesh. I have 3 different kinds of deco mesh. And I've already have some of my bundles made up, but these are the 3 primary colors that we're going to be using for each bundle. And I'm going to be doing the bow tie method. I have this sign for our cross for the middle. I haven't decided if I'm going to use this sign, the roses, both, or make a bow. I don't know yet. I'll just have to wait until I get there to see. I have the purple ribbon, and I have, you know, more than just what I'm showing you of these. I just didn't have a lot of room up here. I have this ribbon, the purple ribbon, assortment of purple pipe cleaners. I also have a bag of clothespins. I have problems with my hands and I'm not able to hold. And let's see. Okay, you're going to need some wire cutters. I use needle nose pliers, scissors, a rotary cutter, or scissors to cut your mesh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start, first of all, I'm going to reassemble the cross again and show you how I did that. I'm going to do it the exact same way I did last time. And then we'll get on to cutting the mesh. The mesh is going to be cut in 15-inch increments, one color per bundle. So it'll be 15 inches of this, 15 of this, and 15 inches of this. And that will make one bundle. And then the tulle, I'll show you what we're going to do with this as soon as we get to that point. But I just love these purple roses. And it was the last ones that they had. So I thought, how perfect for Easter. So, first of all, I'm going to get started with making the cross. And then we'll get started cutting the mesh and go step by step from here. Okay guys, we're going to go through this again. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the same way that I did with the purple and whitish silver Rita petal that I made on my previous cross. So right here we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to use 4 sections of one candy cane. So what I'm going to do is cut on this side of this crossbar. Okay, so we have those 4. And I'm going to cut this piece off right here, this section, because I want for this to be 5 sections long. I just want it longer than this. I think that's too short for the middle of our cross. Okay, like I've said before, this is dangerous, so I'm just going to throw it away. Now the only difference that I'm going to do with this one, because I'm going to put this down here and zip tie this on. Now what I was wondering, I'm wondering if I'm going to make my crossbar 4 sections long instead of 3. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and cut the 4 sections out. And if I change my mind, I can just cut down another section. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cut on this side of this crossbar. And this really does cut easy. Okay, and I'm not going to need this for anything, but I will cut these off and save this part right here. So, I'm going to attach this one section down here with my zip ties. And this is going to be all Dollar Tree products. My other Easter cross that I made was not completely Dollar Tree products. As a matter of fact, I think the only thing that was Dollar Tree was the candy cane frame. Get this on here really good. And again, we're not going to see any of this. So the cosmetics, you don't have to be perfect. And I'm going to put one on both sides of this. So I'll put one down here, going this way. Well, that's not going to matter, so I'm just going to put it through this way. Slide that down. One more. That on there. Okay, that is not going anywhere. That's on there really solid. Okay, so I have that on. Let me tighten these up with my needle nose pliers. Like I said, I have problems with my hands, so I depend on these quite a bit. So I can cut these off. Okay, now for this crossbar, I'm thinking that this time I want to make it four sections across for the crossbar, because I'm not going to have a lot sticking out on the ends. It's pretty much going to be on here, you know, like I'm not going to have a lot overflowing on the ends. So I'm just going to try it this way with the 4 sections, which is different than the way I did it last time. to put one down here. Well, over here. And then we'll do the same on the top. Maybe it'd be easier if I go down this way. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this. However, you can get it on here so that it works for you. And that everything's stable. That's on there really good. And it's centered. Perfectly centered. My frame is bent just a tad bit, but that's okay. Let me cut these off. So here's our cross. You see how the zip ties are on there? Okay, I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to get the mesh out, roll it out, and we will start cutting our bundles. Hold on just a second. And earlier when I was telling you guys what the supplies that we were going to use, I called this deco mesh. I meant mesh tubing, not deco mesh. And I don't know if we're going to use both the purple and the white yet. I don't know yet. So I do have 15-inch lengths of the purple cut. Let's start making our bundles first. Sorry about the rattle. Some people find it easier to cut Dollar Tree mesh one on top of the other. I do not. It sticks to each other. It ends up a tangled mess. So it may take me a little bit longer to cut it, but in the long run, it's more relaxing for me. And let me get a clean cut on this. And I'm going to be cutting each of these. I said earlier 15 inches. We're going to cut these at 12-inch increments. Sorry about that. Okay, let me get a clean line. Nothing about Dollar Tree mesh. It's fine. It's just very difficult to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the white mesh. Make my pieces 12 inches long. And I will be back as soon as I'm done doing this. Okay, I'm back. I have the white mesh cut. Start this out with the clean edge. Okay, I've completed cutting the lavender mesh. And now I will continue to cut the purple. And then we will start making our bundles. And I'll show you how I'm going to make the 3 bow ties in each bundle. Okay, I have all of the mesh cut. And now I'm going to start preparing the bundles. Cut it in half. This is going to be to go around our frame. And then cut this one in half. So we have a half, a fourth, and a fourth. Now to make the bundle, take the white mesh, and this is where my clothespins come in handy. And what I'm going to do, let me cut some more of these pipe cleaners first so that they'll be ready. Okay, what I'm going to do with our mesh, I'm going to fold it in. This is going to keep the edges from showing as much. They're still going to show some. But if you fold it in on both sides, down, up and down, then ruffle it up the middle, you have a bow tie. And I can go along and cut the frays off after I get them put together. Okay, so we have the white one ready. Again, fold it in half, half again, and crunch it up. Then we have our lavender. Purple, same thing, in half. And half, and half again, and ruffle it up the center. Okay, I don't have to put this one in the clothespin because I can hold on to it. I'm going to put these next to each other. I'm not going to put them like this or on top of each other. I'm going to put the purple one down, the white one right next to it, and the lavender one right next to that. Now I'm going to take a fourth of a pipe cleaner, put it around the middle, and twist. Twist the mesh. It makes it easier. And then just whatever extra you have, fold it in. So this is our bow tie bundle. I didn't have a name for it, so I just started making them and thought they really look like bow ties, so I just call them the bow tie bundle. I don't know. This is just what I've got going on. Okay, you guys, like I said, I'm up in the air about the ribbon. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to put ribbon in every single bundle. I'm thinking about putting the white tubing in every other bundle that does not have the ribbon. So I'm not sure about that. But for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make a couple more. And then I will come back when I'm done making the bundles and go from there. Okay, we're going to go in and in. Ruffle it up the middle. And clip it. In. Ruffle it to a bow tie. And clip it. I just do it this way because I do have problems with my hands, and it's just easier for me. Okay, purple one. Hold it in, and no. Okay, so I can hold this one now. Okay, so I'm going to hold this, take the white, put it right next to the purple, take the lavender, put that next to that, so that we have our bow tie bundle. And hey guys, just a reminder, I'm live every Thursday night on Facebook at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys would like to join me, that would be wonderful. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so this is how we're making our bow tie bundles. I'm going to finish up these, and I'm going to come back and we will get started on our tubing and ribbon. Okay, you guys, I made a bunch of them up. 5. Exactly 6. So let me cut these. And this ribbon is directional, meaning the words all go from the left to the right. And it can be upside down or right side up. Let's see how many pieces I can get out of this purple. See, 1, 8, 9, 10, 10. And I have a feeling we're going to have more than 10 bundles on our cross. So, okay, now I'm going to dovetail these. And what I do is just take the ribbon, make sure they're lined up, fold them in half, cut from the fold to the wire on a diagonal, and you get a pretty dovetail. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have 3 bundles in each section. I want to show you how I'm going to be putting the ribbon and the tubing in with the bundle and then putting it on the cross. I'm going to make the put the tubing like this, clip it with my clothespin, and then I can just set that in there and wrap the 1/4 of a pipe cleaner around it. So now we have a bundle and our ribbon and tubing bundle. Okay guys, somewhere along the line I lost the footage, so here's what I'm going to, we have, I think I made 10 like this with the purple tubing in it, with both of these ribbons. Okay you guys, we've made these with both ribbons and 1 piece of purple tubing. Again, my tubing was cut to 15 inches. Now I'm just going to make sets with 1 ribbon and 2 pieces of tubing tied the same. So halfway down, the rest of the way up. I'm going to put a clip on it. And I'm just going to scrunch 1 ribbon up the middle. Put this down, grab my 1/4 of a pipe cleaner, and so we have this. So some of them are going to be made like this, and then some with the purple ribbon added also, and only the purple tubing. Okay, now I'm going to get the cross up here, and we're going to start putting them on the cross and see how many we have. Okay, you guys, I've lost some footage in this process, so I'm going to explain it again in case you don't see that part. So what I'm going to do is just I've ended up using whole pipe cleaners because I was just aggravated trying to mess with the half of one and trying to get the whole bundle in there. So I'm going to put it through the 2 middle rungs and twist it on. I'm not putting ribbons in every one. I'm thinking every other one or maybe every third one. We'll just have to see how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and add the ribbon or the bundle of mesh. So let me put this one in here and see if it appears that we need a ribbon in this one. Yeah, I'm going to put a ribbon in this one. So put this on. Go ahead and twist it once. And since I used the 2 ribbons and the purple tubing here, I'm going to use the 1 ribbon and both colors of tubing right here. And I'm making sure that the letters on my ribbon, now I'm making sure that the letters on my ribbon are right side up, going from left to right. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. And again, I'm not going to cut my pipe cleaners because when I put embellishments, whether I use roses or whatever I choose to use on here, they will stick better to the zip tie than they will the ribbon or the mesh. So again, take another one, put it through the 2 middle rungs. We have 3 on there so far. Tie it. And these are pretty bulky after you get it all together. So get that on there. And we're just going to add our bundle by itself. Tie that in pretty good. And fluff it up. Now, I don't want them to look super smashed to where you can't see the ribbon, but I also don't want to be able to see through the cross. So, let's see. I think I'm going to try to fit one more on here. So, your pipe cleaner through the candy cane cross that we created. Put it on. Give it a good twist. And add the bundle. In this one, we're going to add the bundle and we're going to add a ribbon. Pull the pipe cleaner up. I don't want it all the way up there. I'm thinking about putting roses up there. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on there to make the roses stick to it. So this one does have a ribbon. You slip it in there. Well, let me see if I need to add our mesh right here for the bow. For the roses. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the mesh. Let me see if I can get this sideways, give you a better view. Yeah, that's a much better view. Okay, I've got this tool that I bought at the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is take it and take a zip tie. And you guys, when I know I get the word zip tie, pipe cleaner mixed up all the time when I'm talking. So, sorry, I'm used to using both of them, and it just comes out. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to take the tool, and I need to hook it on right here in the corner, because I'm going to be wrapping it around this cross where it comes together right here. Put that on there. Get in tight. The trusty old needle nose pliers, because my hands are weak. And cut this off. My trash can. Here it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, cut the tail of the zip tie off. Is I'm going to take the tool and I'm just going to wrap. And you could do this before you even started putting anything on it. I just need the tool to be around the center of the cross right here. You know, if you use a sign, then you don't have to worry about this. But that's not my plan. I'm going to go with something else. So I want this. It doesn't matter how you wrap it. Just get it on there the best that you can. Just right there in the center. Doesn't even matter if it's loose or super tight. No one's going to see it. Right there. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. Take another zip tie. Hopefully you can see that. It's just tool right there in the center. I'm taking another zip tie. And put it right here. Just enough to get it on there. And we're not worried about anything else except just getting it on there. Alrighty. Take this off. Okay, we're done with that. So we're done with our bottom part of the cross. And we have our tool wrapped around here. I'm going to get my glue gun plugged in. Guys, this is real life. This is how it goes. I could edit it out too, but I just like to be real. And I like to show you exactly what it's like to make a project that you see that looks like it was made in 3 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the cross around, facing you all. So let me go ahead and start on this. Put our bundle in there. Twist it on. Add our ribbon. I want this to go like this. Moving on to the next one. Put our pipe cleaner in here. Okay, we're going to put our bundle in here. Okay, I think I am going to go ahead and cut down the pipe cleaners now. I'll still have a bit of them when I want to, if I want to put an embellishment on there. More. That way I know how close to the mesh I am. And I'll probably only need one bundle right here next to it. We'll just have to see. I've never made a cross like this. I've made a cross out of candy cane frame, but I've never made a Dollar Tree cross. Now this one is going to have a ribbon because it's our first one. It's our takeoff point. I'm going to start with the ribbons, with the single ribbon with the 2 tubing bows. And I'm leaving a little piece of it on there in case I want to put something on there. Next one will not have a ribbon. I'm going to moving on to the last section of the crossbar on this side. Get it around those 2 rungs. Twist it on there pretty tight. And move that down just a little bit so it doesn't look too crowded. I just don't want any gaps in it. Maybe 2 more. Let's see what we have. This one there. And I have found if I put the ribbon just straight out, instead of trying to make it go up or down, just put it straight out. Okay, this will be our last one on the crossbar. Put it on. And we will be putting our last ribbon in there, which will be the single ribbon facing this way. This side of the crossbar is done. Well, so far. With the bundles and the ribbon anyway. My purpose of the tool is because I'm going to be putting roses in the middle. So for this one, and then put our ribbon in. You guys, I have to cut this off because that's driving me crazy. You hear something in the background. We live on a lake, and it's about 45 degrees today. 45 degrees today, and the fishermen are out in their boats. Okay, now we're going to do a single. And this is just one way to do the cross using all Dollar Tree supplies. The cross made out of the candy cane frames. See, we have the tool in there where I'm going to put roses, and I'm also going to be putting roses through it. Now, if you can't find roses, you know, Dollar Tree has many other flowers. I make wreaths, and I also sell wreath signs. So if you're interested in purchasing a wreath sign, please check out my Etsy store. And if there's something specific that you would like, you can get a hold of me and let me know. It's Perfectly Imperfect US. It will be linked down below. Okay, in this center, I'm going to be using rosebuds and roses. I'm not sure how many it's going to take, but I'm not going to leave the leaves on them. Just because the leaves to me don't look very springy. And I want my Easter cross to look, you know, like spring, of course. I have these blush roses as well. These leaves are a little different. I'm still not going to use the leaves. But I am sure I'll use all the roses. And like I said, if you can't find roses, they have all kinds of flowers there. I wanted to make sure that this project was 100% Dollar Tree. I'm leaving the stem a bit long because it's got to go down into the tulle after I put the hot glue on it. You know, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to place these sporadically. No rhyme and reason to where I place them. No rhyme or reason. And of course the Dollar Tree tag has to be right on it. So that one's going to be short. Why do they do that? Okay. I'm going to have this facing you. Start with the purple ones. You guys can see, I'm just going to put hot glue on the stem. And the hot glue melts straight down into the tulle. I think I'll put a blush one in there. Maybe a white rosebud. Start with purple again. Right across from the other purple. And it just melts straight down into the tulle and it stays that way. So I'll put a blush next to that. And then a white. Let me see if that looks full enough or if I need to put one in the center. Let me turn it around for a second. That looks pretty to me. Okay, now I'm just going to sporadically start placing them on the cross, you know, through the middle. So I'm going to start with white. And this is where the pipe cleaners come in handy. Because the roses, or anything you glue, will stick to the pipe cleaner really good. Better than the mesh or the ribbon. This one right here. And I don't have as many blush as I do the other colors, so let me put those on the sidebars. Use another white. Anywhere where I think there's a little hole. And moving up here, I'll start with white since I have white there. And I'm not using a bow today because I'm using the roses. And I mean, I've got tubing bows throughout the whole thing, so. My other crosses that I've made on here on YouTube, I have put bows on them. Okay, a purple. I think this is really going to bring attention to the top, which will be good. Yeah, I think that's pretty. If I had some baby's breath, that would look pretty going through there. They have that at the Dollar Tree. I just don't have any. Okay, now for the sides. I'm going to start with purple on both sides. I have 2 purples left, so put one right here. And one right here. Then I'll add the blush next to that. Now I got glue strings. That's okay. It's easier to take them off when you let them dry, and then they come right off. Okay, blush over here. Okay, do we need a white on the ends? It's kind of squish. This one has leaves. And a white to this end. And I have a few more white, but I'm not so sure that we need them. So I'm going to put a white one right here, and then I'll do the same on the other side. Just because I don't like this hole that I see. Now I can go through, cut off all the strings, the frays, the everything that's sticking out. And then I will have a picture of this project hanging up. But for now, this is what we have. And I know the purple looks blue in the camera, but it is very purple. So this is my This is my cross using all Dollar Tree supplies. Before I cut the phrase. Let me know if you would have put a bow in the middle or if you like the roses. Let me know if you think it's too compact or if it could have been more, you know, not so tied together. Let me know if you would have used the roses. I love the roses. I think they make it so pretty. So let me get the phrase cut off and I will show you all a picture of it hanging up. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. My name's Teresa with Perfectly Imperfect Designs. My Facebook page is Perfectly Imperfect Designs, of course, at facebook.com. My YouTube is Perfectly Imperfect Designs at youtube.com. And my Etsy store is Perfectly Imperfect US. I will have all of my links listed below. If I have affiliate links listed down there, I will say so. And let me know if you like the project, if you think it turned out pretty, or what you may have done different than what I did. So, you guys, I'm live on Facebook every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Please follow me on Facebook because likes are not going to do any good anymore. They're taking away the like button. So, follow me on Facebook if you would, and I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me for this. Have a good rest of your week.